We are talking about writing equations of lines, and we want to find the slope of lines and use slope to identify parallel and perpendicular lines. So our favorite form of a linear equation is y equals mx plus b, where we have the m, and in this case our m is the slope, or how the problem is changing, or how the line is changing. And we have our y-intercept, which is our b. That is where the graph crosses the y-axis. And then we have an x and y, which are our input and output, or our coordinates. Also could be called an ordered pair. And we use these four variables to write an equation, and this is in slope-intercept form because we are given the slope and the y-intercept. So here's the slope, and we're given the y-intercept. So that's why it's called slope-intercept form. And here we have an example, or a couple examples. So we have our equation that we want to write it in, and the equation is y equals mx plus b. So the y equals in the x will never change, but what we're going to change are the b, or the slope, which is the m, and the y-intercept, which is the b. So all we have to do is substitute the values in. Slope is 2/3, and the y-intercept is -5. So m is equal to 2/3. Y-intercept, or b, is equal to -5. And so we can rewrite the equation. The y equals and x are not going to change. Y equals and the x, those are never going to change. And then they told us that our slope is 2/3, and our y-intercept is -5. And so that is our equation. Then we have another example. Slope is -5/2, and the y-intercept is 7/9. So in this case, we have our slope is equal to -5/2, and our y-intercept is equal to 7/9. And we're just going to substitute those values in again. The things that aren't going to change, y, the equals, and the x, they will not change. Then we can substitute in our slope, which in this case is -5/2. In this case, we have a positive 7/9, so we'll say plus 7/9. And then that is our equation